What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and go and hit that like button. We here. If you guys, I know y'all said that I sound okay. Everything sounds good. It's the music was sounding weird to me, so I went out and I came back in, but it still sounds the same. It sounds like it's distant. But if it sounds good to you guys, we're gonna rock and roll. Okay, y'all said y'all can hear me fine. No problem. Okay. So, welcome, you guys. We have been talking about and following this Vincent Hill, Larry Reid story. So, I came across a video that I thought was interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a little history. We're not gonna be here long, but we're gonna be here a little bit because I got to give y'all some background. I got to lay down some foundation. I got to tell you who these people are and the situation so we can get in there. Now, some of y'all might be familiar with the story. Others of y'all gonna be hearing a lot of stuff for the first time. So I need everybody with me. Um, Craig the writer Stewart. If you guys are not familiar with Craig, I met Craig through T.S. Madison. Craig was her showrunner for many years. They're very good friends. I met Craig in person. He's from Baltimore. He's an HBCU grad. He is an author, and all of the things. And he has his own platform on YouTube. So the foundation of this story that I have to give you guys, it goes back to the Queen's Court days. So put a 1 in the chat if you guys remember the T.S. Madison and the Kaya Queen's Court days. Put a 1 in the chat. It's 40 people in here. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. Did I share this out? Did I say we were live? I think I did. But I want to know. I want to know if y'all remember. Okay, I see a couple of ones. I see some ones coming through. Oh, and let me just go ahead and give y'all, I'm going to let y'all know now. I might be a little hood somewhere in the middle. My sister's on her way here bringing me something. She was already on her way. I'd already scheduled her live. So she ain't going to stay long. She's just dropping something off. But so if I got to step away for a second, my apologies ahead of time if I'm being a little hood. All right. I see mostly ones. So then for the people who are putting the ones in the chat, y'all are going to be familiar with this story. Hey, Edwina. Hey, my love. So once upon a time, about 6 years ago, right? This was about 6 years ago because I went back and I looked at the dates of when all this stuff went down. So this was about 6 years ago. T.S. Madison and Kaya, the rapper My Neck, My Back Kaya, they hit a gold mine. What was that gold mine? They had the Queen's Court. If you like or love, whatever the word you want to use, pop culture with some shade attached to it, some roasting and some gagging, if you enjoy those things, you absolutely positively would have loved the Queen's Court if you are not familiar. I honestly don't know how it started. I think it started by accident one day and it was funny and the people liked it and so they kept doing it. Now, it started off very raw. For those of us who remember, I remember when they were still doing it in Maddie's living room at the house where she is, and Maddie just bought her a new house, honey. I remember it started in her living room, right? And it was really just a roast and gag show. They went through the hot topics, they went through the things in the news, celebrities, and y'all know Kaya. If you know Kaya, y'all know Kaya is raw, okay? And y'all know T.S. Madison don't hold no cut cards either. And when I want to say it came on Wednesday nights. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but it was must see YouTube. I mean, I remember I would stop whatever I was doing to watch it on YouTube. And if I didn't catch it in real time, I definitely caught the replay. Well, as the show started getting bigger, and as the audience started getting bigger, I'm going to say TS because this is where the conflict came in. And listen, I don't remember every part of this story because it was 6 years ago, and I'm not going back to look at all these videos. I'm telling you what I remember. They started doing things to improve the show. They moved the show from the living room to TS's basement. They added a backdrop. They added props, right? They always had props, but they started doing things to make it more, for lack of a better word, more professional, right? More of a professional looking show. It was Monday night. Thank you. It was Monday night. Yep, you're right. You're right, little baby. It was Monday night. Well, they had an opportunity to interview Monique. Now, this was, again, This was 6 years ago. This was at the height of Monique telling the people to suck her, you know what, and da 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 da. So they had an opportunity to interview Monique, and this was really their first big interview. Like up until that point, they were roasting and gagging, but this was really an opportunity. So TS wanted to upgrade stuff and she wanted to put things in place. And it ended up, I'm not getting into all of the details, child, but it ended up being a disaster, right? Things shut down. Things didn't do what they were supposed to do. Things didn't upgrade. And Kaya and TS fell out. That was the beginning of the end of the Queen's Court. Now, you guys might be familiar with the Queen's Supreme Court, where Maddie continued to do the show. She started traveling, yada, yada, yada. But that was the end of the Queen's Court. Again, they went back and forth. Kaya said some things, TS, blah, 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 blah. It was ugly. And honestly, people chose sides. YouTubers made videos. It was a whole thing. If you were there, you know. If you weren't there, then baby, just trust what I'm telling you. Now, here is how this connects to Vincent and Larry Reid. And this was the first time I told you guys the other day, I didn't know a lot about Larry Reid prior to really the Panorama. But the first time I heard Larry Reid's name was during this time, because either TS reached out to Larry or Larry volunteered. I honestly don't remember. But somehow Larry Reid linked up with TS to help her upgrade her stuff. And I want to say that basically Larry said that TS bought the cheap version of everything he told her to get. Now we know that TS will hold a penny to the screen, right? So what ended up happening was Larry helped TS get her stuff together. And Vincent Hill, the man we've been talking about, he actually started working for Maddie. He started working for Maddie to help her upgrade, help her professionalize her show. And if you still watch Maddie's show today, it's called Maddie in the Morning, even though child, she come on whenever she got time. But it's called Maddie in the Morning. You will hear her talking to a guy named Mo. Mo is now her tech person. Well, Mo was trained by Vincent. Mo is a friend of Vincent's. And Mo was trained by Vincent. And so there is still a connection there. Stick with me. I'm telling y'all this for a reason. It's going to all come together in a second. Well, during this time, so Vincent ended up working with, right, fire Vincent, fire Craig. You can hear it. Miss Sophia. I love Miss Sophia. So Vincent ended up working for TS for a couple of years. I think he worked with her for a while. And he, for those who remember, she started traveling with the Queen's Court. She came, I saw her here in, well, it was outside of DC, but I saw her here in DC myself. And I don't remember meeting Vincent, but I met Craig. At the time, Gio was still her manager. I met Gio. That's the first time I interviewed Oliver. Oliver was working with her at that time. And that was the first time. I've interviewed Oliver like 3 times, but that was the first time I interviewed Oliver. And became cool with him or what have you. And so Vincent became a part of the staff. And again, I'm telling y'all this for a reason. And this was for a couple of years that he worked with TS and they traveled. The person whose video we're getting ready to do a reaction to, he was Maddie's showrunner during this time. They all worked together to produce the show. When they traveled together. Now, this is a reaction video. For the people who do not want to hear my reaction and my commentary, I have linked the video to the top. The link for the video that we are reviewing is pinned to the top. We are not watching the whole video. We're going to watch a piece of it and we're going to react in real time to what Craig is telling us. Craig is telling his story as he knows it from his point of view through his experiences and through his time working with Maddie at the time, working with Vincent. Well, Maddie ain't got nothing to do with this. I just had to give y'all the background. But working with Vincent. Okay? This is a reaction video. We are reacting. Okay. So for the 100 people that are here, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Come on down to the front. Still plenty of seats in the front. Y'all know people will be coming in here. Okay. I think I already have it queued up. Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, no, I don't. I'm not sharing my screen. Hold on. Let me share my screen again. Oh, when I went out, it must have shut it down. So let me go back. And the name of the video is called "It's Turning Out to Be the Year of Exposure." So this is Craig. It's turning out to be the year of exposure. I have two different timestamps because Craig get to talking about other stuff, and we're not gonna review the whole video. So we're gonna start here. Make sure y'all can see me. Okay, hold on. Let me change this. Okay, so that's big on the screen. Okay. Right, good. Right, that's how Craig starts his videos off. Good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. Yes, Andre said, I have been a subscribed to Craig for a while. Now, he did this video on Friday, you guys, so this is recent. Okay, so let's get into it.
What are you talking about? But
now, can y'all hear it? Because, again, the sound sounds weird.
Y'all real quick, and it's not everybody. It's just some of you. Because some of you be like, oh, Craig just be, oh, okay. Craig only.
Let me know if y'all can hear that because it sound on my end, it sounds low. So y'all tell me if y'all can hear it or not, because it was sounding fine, and then the sound started acting up. Okay, so it might just be on my end. Okay, it's just on my. All right, everybody say they can hear it. Cool. It might just be on my end. I don't know. It was sounding fine, and then it just started sounding weird. I think one of my speakers maybe went out or something on my computer. Okay. All right, we're gonna start it again then.
Speaks on what he knows about. Amen. So I need you to turn your listening ears on, because from the time this video starts, you need to be listening. And I need you to pay attention to everything that's going on in the video. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe button. I need you to pay attention to everything that's going on in the video as I sip on my fresh juice. But I need you to pay special attention to my facial expressions during this video.
Yes, sir.
So what he's doing now, he pulled an old clip. This clip is an old clip. This is from when everybody first started using StreamYard and Maddie used to go live. This is during the Panorama. So we're all sitting at home and everybody's going live from their respective houses. You see that's Milan. At the bottom, you see Larry Reed next to Maddie and Chi-Chi. And then you see Craig down at the bottom. So pay attention to the conversation. Hear what Larry's saying, but pay attention to what Craig is doing. That's important.
Oh, Craig,
wait. Larry is what?
Oh, STRAIGHT.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Me either. That was my next answer. That was
I went around for like 2 or 3 weeks. I mean,
listen, yeah. if y'all can respect me as she, respect him as he. Goddamn it!
No. I know he's a he.
Craig, what you saying?
I know he's a he. I just.
Larry, are you former LGBTQ, Larry?
No, I'm not former LGBTQ. I just found out about. I really got educated through Maddie. No, I'm not.
Larry, let me ask you a question. Would you get your dick sucked by a man?
Oh, somebody shoot me right now.
Well, it's hard to say because I actually have. But I got to explain it.
I got to explain it. I have one question. So not only have you had your dick sucked, but have you ever put your penis in a gay man? No, you don't have to explain. So look, here's the question. So not only have you had your dick sucked by a man, but have you ever put your penis in a man?
Pay attention to Craig, y'all. Pay attention to Craig down in the corner.
Yes, but let me explain. Let me explain.
Okay, but while you explain, I'm gonna go over here.
So you are former LGBT. Because after he's gonna find out what's going on with Boosie. This gonna answer Boosie question. He's gonna find out what's going on with Boosie when he's playing.
Let me explain.
When did you retire?
Let me explain. Now, those that follow the platform know my entire story. I've been very open about it.
Well, come on. They don't know your story. I don't know your story. We open over here. We open here.
From earliest I can remember, and I've said this on how many interviews, the earliest thing I can remember as a child, the first thought is the smell of another man's crotch. Because I was consistently and repeatedly all the way up until 12 years old. Actually, I was just turning 13. Over and over with of my cousins. Two.
Y'all look at Craig. Are y'all paying attention to what Craig? Forget about what the people are saying. Are y'all paying attention to Craig's face?
Outside of them, 2 of them were female, but the other 6 were male. And so that happened to me all of my life, all the way up until almost 13 years old. So
what was you smelling crotches happened all your life?
No, I was forced to give fellatio. I was given fellatio. Okay, and one of them that was I'm not gonna put their name out there because they have a family and everything now. And
you don't need no more lawsuits.
And I was able to talk
from over there.
I was able to talk to him and kind of find out the same thing was done to him in our family. See, our family is full of preachers and prophets and musicians. And I didn't know that was going on in the family. I thought it was just me and a couple of more that told me as I got older. But
so how long, hold on, how long has it been since you was a former LGBTQ member?
And here's the addendum to his question. And were the times that you performed fellatio only when you were minor, or were you of adult mind?
Oh.
Craig asking a very specific question.
No, that's not at 12, 13 years old, you're adult. But then this is what happened later on.
I mean like adult.
Hold on, I'm about to tell you what happened to me when I was almost 17 years old. So this is what happened. So then I was already in the church as a musician playing, doing drums, piano, organ, and all of that. So now that I think about it, it may have something to do with sort of what I'm doing now.
I'm gonna go ahead and send you my toys anyway.
So let me come back to the chat. So when you are listening to Craig, when you're watching and hearing it, Craig asked a very specific question. Now he's getting ready to explain what was going on during this video. Okay. He's getting ready to explain what was going on. Let me make this bigger. All right. Craig got his salad and everything. Hold on, because he went and got his salad out the refrigerator.
Breaking down. Did y'all want some breakfast potatoes? Just a few more over there in the pan. Oh, let me put the information back down on the screen.
And y'all feel free to tip Craig for this tea he pouring, okay? Craig is spilling the tea. So when he put his stuff up on the screen, y'all feel free to tip him, okay? Feel free to send him a tip. Y'all can send me one too. But feel free to tip.
Rita, you want some potatoes? Okay, wash your hands because I know you've been smoking. Go on over there and get you a plate and get you some breakfast potatoes. Now let me clear my throat so I can get into this. Because see, some of you who be questioning the powers of my knowledge, Mike, Rita is still smoking Benson and Hedges. Wait a minute, let me explain something to y'all. And this ain't for everybody. You all can listen, but this ain't for everybody. This is just for the people who be thinking that I don't be knowing what I'm talking about. I done told y'all plenty of times before, I don't put my mouth on the children unless I know what I'm talking about. I don't put my mouth on the children unless I know what I am talking about. That little clip that you just saw, this is where this meme came from. Have you all seen this meme of me before? I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of blurred. Hey, do you see me sitting there looking? And I say, oh, child. And I get up and I walk away. And this one right here, as he was talking, I was reading a copy of my book, Book of Jewels. And when he said that nonsense, I said, oh, child. And I got up and I walked away. Kayla created these two memes from that live. So during that conversation, some of you, and I don't know who you are, some of you tried to attack me in Milan because you said that we were being insensitive because he was talking to us about being molested, and that was just a shame. You were disappointed in me, especially. You expect that from Milan, but you just didn't believe that I would just be on there making fun of somebody who was molested. And I was like, baby doll, I'm not making fun of this man being molested. I wasn't making fun of him being molested. It was the subtext. Say it with me. It was the subtext. It was the things that he wasn't saying that you all were missing. And again, this ain't everybody. This ain't everybody. They were on me that day, LeBron Bath and Body. They were on me that day. And they're like, oh, I'm just so disappointed. I can't believe that you would be. He is opening up his heart. And that's really a traumatic experience. And why would you make fun of somebody? Niece, I was not talking about him being molested. Because I asked him very pointed questions. And I said to him in that clip, baby, I dug that up this morning. I said, I'm gonna pull this up. But I had asked him I said, so what you're saying is you've never been with a grown man and you've never put your penis in a grown man? Because I knew that he and Vincent were a couple. All right.
Okay, let me pause it right there. He said, I asked the questions that I asked because I already knew that him and Vincent were in a relationship. Now, this was 5 years ago because this was the beginning of the Panorama. So this was about 4 to 4.5 years ago. So this is after Vincent has been working for Maddie. This was after the fallout with Maddie and okay, here come my sister, y'all. This was after the fallout with Maddie and all of them. So this was after that. Hey, you by yourself? Yeah. Why you ain't bring my baby with you? Because I can do shit faster without. But I want to see him. I don't really need to see. Well, I don't need to see you. Okay, I'm live though. I thought I was gonna see my baby. It's just my sister. Anyway, thank you though. What else do I owe you? All right. So anyway, I'm gonna let the video play a little bit more. Sorry about that. Okay, your niece says hi.
You can't get no cocktail because you're at work. But listen, get you some tea or something to sip on and a little snack because I'm about to take you back down memory lane, okay? Back down memory lane. Hey. Okay, so when I first met Madison, it was like 2017. I've known Madison about 7 years, right? She and Kaya were working together. And Madison had the vision and wanted to take it so that the lives looked just like a TV show. So I really do believe that what we were doing and what she envisioned, what Madison envisioned, was creating what we see now. Where you look at web shows, like people doing live shows and stuff like that, live streaming things. The reason why it looks so visually appealing is because I believe, and this is just me, nobody was doing live shows like we were doing. And again, I'm giving Madison the credit because she had the vision. Because when she and Kaya were first doing live streams, they had laptops, right? Let me put this down. This got information on it. Not laptops. They had iPads. They had an iPad and it was on a tripod. And when they would advertise the crayon case or different products, the shit would be it would be in the reverse. You see how you can read this and you know what it says? Well, on the iPad, it was in reverse. It was backwards. So she started filming the camera. And Kaya was resistant to that. Girl, let's just get on here and just do it a lot. Madison's like, no, sis, let's get some cameras and da-da-da-da. So she ended up getting cameras. But in addition to getting cameras, she brought in Vincent and Larry because we started using a streaming service that allowed us to broadcast on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope. Y'all remember Periscope? And Twitter. Simultaneously. And so Madison had that vision. And what I'm telling you is, I'm not saying that there was nobody else out there doing it, but what I'm telling you is she was definitely one of the first. And she created it to make it look like a show. Right? So now you got everybody that's on StreamYard and they're streaming and they're able to put assets up on the screen like video and pictures, where before everybody was doing like this, showing you the product. Now we can put it up in the system and you see it, and that it's just more professional. Right? Well, Kaya was resistant. Well, girl, let's just do it. Well, Madison brought in Vincent and Larry. Larry was just there, but Vincent was the one that told Madison and was teaching me how to run the system. So then Madison hired Vincent. Vincent trained Mo. That's how we met Mo. I don't think y'all hear me.
Sorry about that, y'all. So Craig, again, he took you down memory lane. He kind of gave you the background that I gave you. And I'm letting it play through because I want y'all to hear the connection. Because, again, this isn't just somebody that's randomly coming out of nowhere saying, hey, me too. I know it too. I know it too. He's giving y'all the context in which this information was shared with him. And he's also going to explain, well, it's kind of, anyway, I'll get to that. We're almost done with this one, and then we got another soundbite.
Y'all ain't listening. So what happened was I was working with Vincent directly. And so I would say, Vincent, this is the story that we're doing. Here are the assets. Here are the videos. Here are the pictures. We're doing this one first. Then we're going to go to this one. Then we're going to go to this one. Then we're going to, like, Vincent was running the production, but I was running the show. So at this point, Kaya, when she said, keep them punks out your house, she was talking about Vincent and Larry. She was talking about Vincent and Larry. When Kaya said, keep them punks out your house, that's what she was talking about. So fast forward, Kaya leaves, and now it's just me and Madison doing the show, right? We're just running the show. I'm running the show, and and Madison and I are putting our heads together, trying to figure out who the new judge is going to be every week, because Kaya was gone. So Vincent became a part of the show. So when we started traveling, when I finally convinced Madison to take the show on the road, Vincent would fly with us, right? And we would do the show in different cities, and then we'd come back here. Well, after about a year and some change, Vincent got tired of doing it. He got tired of traveling. It was just a lot, right? And Vincent had a full-time job, so it was a lot. Did I say good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers? I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Facebook and YouTube live versions of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. And so for a period, Larry would come around because Vincent was still trying to set up the system. And so what happened was when we interviewed Monique that night that Kaya left, the system was new and the system was stalling and there was a delay and shit like that. And so Kaya got up and she left. We were just trying to integrate the system and we were trying to figure it out. So there were a lot of kinks in it still. Well, Larry would still come around in the beginning, and Larry used to flirt with me.
And I'd be like, Larry, go on somewhere. And please believe I have receipts on that too, so don't try.
Baby, listen, Craig said Larry flirted with him and he got receipts. Craig said Larry was flirting with him and he got receipts. Oh, I watched it, Jay. I watched it, honey.
Try me. At any rate, Michael in New York, if you know what I'm talking about, when I say receipts, you know what I'm talking about. So at any rate, so Larry is finally gone and it's just us working, me, Vincent, and Madison, right? Vincent used to confide in me because he and I were downstairs in the basement working together. He shared with me then, and I'm only sharing with you now because Vincent has already done all of this last night on the live. Vincent shared with me then in 2017, nieces and nephews. And when I tell you, he told me then that he was heartbroken because he found out, and Vincent moved out of the house that Larry was living in, that he was living in with Larry. Larry was married at the time. Vincent moved out of the house because he shared with me that he found out that Larry was having sex with 4 and 5 different people. But Vincent at the time wasn't as comfortable in his skin as a gay man at the time.
Okay, let's pause there for a second. He said that when they were working together, Vincent confided in him, and he said this was 2017. So this was 7 years ago, give or take, some months here and there. This was 6 to 7 years ago. Vincent confided in him, and Vincent said he was hot. Now, the same thing, he confirmed that Vincent said he had lived in the house, but then he moved out of the house. And he said, listen, my heart was broken because I found out I wasn't the only one. Isn't that what Vincent said in his video? That he wasn't the only one. Me too, Miss B. Carter, baby. I remember all of this stuff in chat. I don't know nothing. I ain't know nothing. Okay.
So he wasn't going to come out and share this information. He's clear about who he is now. And so I knew all of this stuff for years. And so when I said to you guys on that live that I just showed you guys at the beginning of this picture, at the beginning of this live, I've also said many times, like, it's interesting to me how Larry gets on his platform and he talks about all of these people, TD Jakes, the Kirk Franklins and the Donnie McClurkins and the Wall family. Those of you who know the Wall family, it's a gospel group. But one of the guys is gay and he's been out here messing around and he's got caught having sex videos and shit all out. But Larry gets on his platform and talks about all these people. And I'm like, sir, you got the unmitigated gall to be, that would be like me talking about all these people and y'all don't know that I'm a homosexual. Like, what?
All right, I'm going to skip to the second timestamp. We're almost done. It's just a little bit on the second timestamp. Again, the whole video, the link is pinned at the top. If y'all want to watch the whole video, it is a good video. He gets into some other things, but I just want you guys to hear, what he said as it pertains to Larry and Vincent. Let me skip down to my second timestamp. What is that? Okay.
I'm gonna try to get out of here today and do it. And maybe I'll drag y'all along. No, I'm gonna do a separate video if I go check the P.O. box. But at any rate, because I want this video to be just about this. But here's the thing. I've known this stuff for years because, like I said, Vincent and I have talked about it. We sat down in that basement getting ready for the Monday night show, and we talked about all of this stuff. He confided. So when I was looking at his video last night, and I see these people in the comments talking about, well, we don't believe it, and we not. But if you think about what Vincent said, if you watch the video, if you think about the things that he said, it's very reminiscent of what was said about Eddie Long. Vincent had text messages in that video. Remember, he told us how to use StreamYard and all this other shit. He had videos coming up. He had text messages coming up. He had audio files that you could hear. Larry and I, we're fine. He bought my first book. But the truth is the truth. I don't covet the truth. I don't covet the truth. I don't care who it is. I don't have anything against Larry, personally. There were so many threads. Like when I was listening to Vincent's story last night of what was being said about Eddie Long when that happened. And a lot of his parishioners didn't want to believe it.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it there because then he starts getting into some other stuff. Again, I've put the link to the entire video. It is pinned at the top. If you want to send Craig a little tip for sharing his story, for bringing you the tea, feel free to send him a tip. I had his Cash App up there. If you want to send me a tip for sending y'all this story, feel free to do that as well. But y'all know, I just want y'all to hit that like button and subscribe. You know, tips are not mandatory. They're just appreciated and accepted. But what I want to say is this. I think, and here's the thing, I bring you guys the information. You do with it what you want. I am not telling you whether I agree or disagree, whether I like, don't like, whether guilty or innocent, whatever. And there's really no guilty here, because here's the bottom line. People say, well, Larry hasn't been accused of a crime. He didn't commit a crime, blah, 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 blah. He didn't. Well, as far as I know. None of this, I mean, Vincent said he's mismanaging the church's money. That ain't my business. Like I said, if the people who give Larry money see how he living and they ain't got no problem with it, who am I? If the IRS ain't say he messing up his taxes and he ain't filing what he need to be filing, ain't my business. But what I will say is, it's not about whether Larry committed a crime or not. It is about whether Larry has been misleading his people. And I think that is the point that Vincent, when I lean in and get scrambled, it's something, I don't think y'all, I don't know. I did something with this microphone. I shouldn't have touched it. I touched it and now it's doing some things that I don't know why it's doing it. I don't know what I did. I did something, y'all. I'm sorry. That's all I can say. Honestly, we have to stop the narrative because they're grown. Grown people can be naive and taken advantage of. They can be. They absolutely. Listen, and I'm not even going to, let me say this. Misleading and also exposing others for the same thing. Now, Kelly, that's the other thing too. So it's the misleading part. And it's also the fact that he has built a platform on exposing people, right? So here's the thing. I don't care if Larry is bisexual. I don't. And Larry Reed don't owe me anything because I'm not a member of his church. I don't donate to his, I don't donate to his church. I'm not in his life. I'm not a friend. I'm not an inner circle person. So he does not owe me specifically ReallyBTV anything. However, if you are out here and you are putting forth a certain narrative, it's funny to me. I'm going to just shut up on that. But when you put forth a certain narrative, that is what this is about, right? And just because Vincent told his story to Craig, for the people who don't want to believe it's true, you don't have to. It's called corroboration. It doesn't mean that it's 100% a fact. Just because just because Vincent told somebody else doesn't mean he was telling the truth when he repeated that story. I can't say he was telling the truth or not. All I can say is, according to Craig, Craig is known for the last 6 years, and he didn't say nothing because he kept Vincent's confidence. He said the only reason why he's saying anything now is because Vincent's telling it. So he's just confirming and corroborating his associates, because I don't know if they're friends, but his associate's story to say, listen, 6 years ago, he told me the exact same thing. And if it's a lie, it's a lie he's been telling for 6 years. That's how I'm hearing it. If it's a lie he's been telling for 6 years. Thank you, Elite Leo, Jim Jones, David Koresh, and let's not forget, Jim Jones is what I'm talking about. I mean, what we're not going to do is sit here and act like adults can't be misled, adults can't be manipulated, adults can't be lied to, adults can't be led to do the unthinkable. We're not going to sit here and play that game. See, that's the stuff I don't like. Don't play with people's intelligence. We're not going to sit here and act like adults can't be put in bad situations. Every single body, it's 200, it's 300 of y'all in this room right now. And I hope you hit the like button and subscribe and all of that good stuff. Oh, thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate the tip. Now, I don't want to say your legal name. Manifesting 20K. Thank you for manifesting it. You know, I said I was gonna I'm gonna start. That's something that Kempire said the other day. Oh, he gave me a word the other day, and it's something he said about. And I knew this already. I just needed somebody to just put it back in my spirit and confirm it. You know, I have a bad habit to talk about what ain't gonna happen, and I have to stop putting that out there because words are powerful. So I have to start putting the positive and manifesting. So yes, we are manifesting 20K, and thank you for the tip. I appreciate that. Everybody in this room right now, it's like I said, well, there's a few of y'all that left, but it's okay. We're just gonna round it up to 300. It's 300 of y'all sitting in this room right now. Everybody in this room, and I very seldom say everybody, but I'm gonna say everybody in this room has known someone in their life, or you are that person that has done something foolish in the name of love. We have all done it. We have believed that a man or a woman was ours when they wasn't. We have taken out a loan for somebody. We have co-signed for somebody. Hell, we done paid a bill for somebody. We done believed lies knowing that they was lies because we was in love. We're not going to sit here and act like it don't happen. We're not going to sit here and act like we haven't seen it in our day-to-day life. And we're not going to sit here and act like maybe it was us that did it. I know I've been a fool for love, and I ain't about to sit here and tell no lies. And then you add in that there was, the allure of the money and the fast lifestyle and the yada, yada, yada. Remember, this man was in his 20s. We're not talking about a 50-year-old man that's been there and done that. We're talking about a 20-year-old something man. And again, I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying that here is somebody saying, he told me this story. He told me, hey, what's up, T-Lounge Boo? I'm just sitting here saying that he told me this story. And he told me this story 6 years ago, and he told me the exact same story he's telling now. That don't make it true. Thank you for becoming a member, T-Lounge. Thank you, boo. Y'all know T-Lounge is the person that did my banner, honey. If y'all see my banner on my channel, that's her. T-Lounge did it. Did Kempire tell you should have I know you may have been networking at that great Kempire After Dark event, because I say network to get us to 20K and you don't listen to me. I did network. What are you talking about? Tracy, don't come in here with that mess. I did network. Go sit down somewhere. Kai said, I've been a fool for love. I know you have. Listen. And it ain't no thing because I've been there too. Been there, done that, got the post card. Hell, I probably have been there a couple of times if you really want me to be honest about the matter. But we'd have been fools for love. And again, we've been in that situation where we think somebody is our boyfriend or girlfriend and they don't think it. It's not always sex love either. You can do stupid things like signing loans and put up your home for family members. You better say it again, Marnie. You better say it again. Jim and Tammy Faye Baker. Okay, listen. The stories are told. And again, I am not saying that this automatically means that Vincent is telling the truth. I'm just giving y'all information. When Larry went live, I came down here and told y'all what Larry said. Okay, we following this story. Now I told y'all I was ready to come out that group chat, but not quite yet. I'm still waiting to hear what Concha did. Concha's go live because y'all know I was busy yesterday, child, and I didn't get a notification if he can. Thank you. I got another cash app. Mwah, thank y'all. Ooh, y'all loving on me today. Y'all loving on me today. Thank you so much. Child, sometimes them cash apps be coming in handy. Y'all don't even know. Sometimes it be a tank of gas. Shoot, sometimes it be a lunch. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Y'all be blessing me, and I'll be appreciating it. What I pick up my phone to do? Oh, I picked up my phone to see if Conscious went live. Andre, you ain't here. Did Conscious go live? He said he had stuff to do yesterday. So let me see. Does he have anything scheduled? Let me see. No. I haven't seen it. Okay, and I don't see anything scheduled. So when Conscious goes live, I'll listen to what Conscious has to say, and we'll have a conversation about it. Listen, I don't have no dogs in this fight. Like I said, I don't know these people in real life. I ain't never met these. Well, I've met Craig, but I ain't met Craig. Like Craig don't know me. You know what I mean? Like I went to a Maddie show. We had, I was with Spillet Boy. He was the VIP. Okay, so I met all these people because I was with Spillet Boy TV. And Spillet Boy and Maddie, they have a relationship. So we met the people. I met Funky and Miss Sophia and Craig and Gio, and I hung out a little bit with the people afterwards and all of that. That's how, but I don't know him. Like if I passed Craig on the street, he wouldn't say, "Hey, girl." Okay. So that is what we're going to be doing. Okay. Armand, Storm, and Tasha not even touching the story. I'm not holding my breath on Tasha K. Storm may or may not. Armand, he's trying to sort of get away from certain things. Plus, him and Armand, I think, have a chill relationship. I wouldn't call them friends, but I think they have a chill relationship. But I wouldn't hold my breath that Tasha's not going to do something. I think Tasha may be waiting. One thing I know about Tasha K is Tasha might already be talking to people. Tasha be to talk to somebody and recorded an interview, and it'll drop, and you'd be like, damn. So I would not hold my breath on Tasha K speaking on it. She may do it from behind her paywall. She may not do it on YouTube. She may do it on Tasha K Live. But I think Tasha will eventually address it. But I don't know that to be a fact. Really, B, do you think Larry needs to get everyone to sign an NDA? They are scrutinizing his business from a different perspective. Yeah, I think he should. Listen, let me tell you something. I think whenever you start inviting people into your personal life, if you are any level of a celebrity influencer, anybody that somebody would be interested in your tea, let's put it like that. If you are somebody that anybody would be interested in your private business, I absolutely think you should have people sign an NDA. She did speak on it on her website. See, Tasha already said something about it. I got to go over there and look. Y'all know I'm still subscribed to Tasha, but I only go over there when I know it's something over there that y'all want me to talk about. So I haven't been over there. But I don't put it past Tasha to interview somebody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really thought that Tasha was going to rerun her series that she did, where she had the 3-part series where she interviewed the people that were accusing Larry Reed. I honestly was waiting for that. If you want to know the truth of the matter, that's what I thought she was going to kind of revisit that. But I don't put it past her. Like, Tasha gonna Pink Butterfly said she already spoke on it. Tasha got some things to say. But I think anybody that you have in your world, and it doesn't have to mean you're doing anything wrong, but I mean, think about big celebrities. We hear whispers and rumors, but we don't really get no big tea on people, and because they have ironclad NDAs for everybody. Ironclad NDAs for everybody. And so the one thing, can someone make it clear, did Vincent clarify Larry's medical status? Did I hear correctly? What I heard Vincent say was that he took an HIV test back in September. He was clean, and that I feel like he said that Larry was not sick. But I really don't like that. I don't like that that's become a narrative, but that's just me. But from my understanding, he said that to his knowledge, Larry don't have HIV. But that's what I heard. I had a friend once who I knew was a liar, always had to keep that in mind until she lied on me. See, and there you go. Listen, let me tell you something. I had a cousin like that. She's passed away now. But I had a cousin like that. And that baby girl would lie about the sun shining. And like you said, you just have to keep that in mind that she lies about she was a thief too. She was a thief. But Craig's reaction in real time was telling Larry say he was straight in that video. Right. He said straight and spelled it out for them. Spelled it out for them. So again, no, Larry's not doing anything. Again, when it comes to his sexuality, no, he's not doing anything illegal. But is he being misleading to the people that are supporting him? Yes, according to Vincent and Craig. Now I'm gonna say this last thing before we get up out of here. Why somebody leaving my comments? I'm gonna call you out because I don't like this. Y'all know I very seldom deal with the comments. I really do, but I need to address this in real time, real talk. I do because I don't appreciate it. So somebody left a comment under my video from yesterday. Clearly, it's somebody that is a fan of memes, and I'm okay with that too. So the person wrote, the person's name is Flowers. I don't think that's their full name. I'm just gonna say Flowers. Wrote under the video from yesterday, you are coming off as a hater of memes. Clearly, you don't come to my channel often. Clearly, you don't know who I am. Clearly, you are somebody that found me in your algorithm. Clearly, you have not been on Mim's platform on a regular basis, because then what you would know is that Mims is my friend in real life. Me and Mims talk on the phone regularly. I have met him in real life multiple times. I know things about him privately. He knows things about me privately. There's nothing about me that is a hater. When I was trying to get to my 15K before the end of the year, me and Mills was on the phone strategizing, trying to figure out how it was going to happen. If I call him and I need something from him, baby, it's done. And vice versa. Listen, don't get me started on what me and Mims got going on. But for you to drop in my comments and say that I sound like I'm hating on Mims, why? Because when people were talking about the interview, I wasn't endorsing him or I wasn't speaking loud enough for him. Here's the tea. Here's the tea. If Vincent Hill wants to interview with Mims, I'm gonna be the first one in the motherfucking chat. I'm probably gonna know before y'all know. Let's be clear. And I have absolutely no problem with Mims doing the interview if that is what he wants to do. If I did not sound like I was enthusiastic or I wasn't endorsing it, it's because me and Mims have had conversations about it. And whatever he chooses to do, I am supporting it. If Vincent reaches out to Mims and if Mims decides to do the interview, like I said, I'm going to probably know before you know, Flowers. Now, I normally don't even respond, but when you speak on my friends or my relationship with my friends, I feel like I need to get you straight. Most say you show love to Mims on the right. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is this too, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. Me and Mims have had conversations about this whole situation, multiple conversations about this whole situation from the minute it started. So please be clear on that. It's funny. I sent him the screenshot. He was like, see, I knew you were a hater, LOL. Like, we've been laughing about it, but I just felt like I needed to respond because I don't even want nobody walking away feeling no kind of way. I don't even know what I did or said. And the only thing I could think of is that people were saying Mims' name about the interview, but I didn't say anything about it one way or the other because Mims hasn't said anything about it one way or the other. To my knowledge, I don't even know if Vincent has reached out to Mims to ask him about doing the interview. People said Tasha K too, and I did the same thing when people mentioned Tasha K's name. I said, oh, okay. So anyway, with that being said, y'all, the people that here know, but if you in the bushes flowers, I just thought I had to address it and let you know. Okay. With that being said, now listen, some tea just hit my desk. Okay. Some tea just hit my desk while I was live. Y'all know y'all gonna get sick of me because I'm off tomorrow too. Y'all gonna be sick of me, but some tea just hit my desk. Now I gotta do some research and I gotta see if it's worth me coming back talking to y'all about, or if I'm just gonna roll it into a regular tribe meeting. But baby, I need to do some research, okay? But I might be back. If I find something worth talking, if this research pans out and I need to come down here and share the information with y'all. With that being said, though, I'm going to get out of here. I will be doing a live review of Married to Medicine tonight because I'm doing the Whether You Like It or Not panel tomorrow. So we're going to do Married to Medicine tonight because I'm going to do the Real Housewives of Potomac tomorrow. There's no need for me to do a live review tonight and then do the panel tomorrow. So we'll do Married to Medicine tonight since I don't have to get up and go to work in the morning. So we'll be back around 10-ish, about 10:20-ish to do Larry took it down, T Lounge. Larry took the video down. He did a response on Thursday, but he took the video down. I don't know if he privated it because I'm not on his Patreon. So he may have put it in his Patreon, but it is no longer on his YouTube channel. Info I had on Levantre. I don't have any info on Levantre. I don't know anything more about Levantre than what y'all know. I reviewed Tasha K's interview with Levantre and his mom, but I don't know anything more than what y'all know. It's what's this publicly. I sound like Dr. Heavenly saying, okay. All right. No, the stuff that hit my desk don't have nothing to do with Larry. It don't have nothing to do with Larry, y'all. It's a whole different topic. I don't want to say what it is until I figure out what we're going to talk about it or not. Okay. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Okay. That sound like Dr. Heavenly again.